Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my Devlog series about Picture World. If you're new here, Picture World is a relaxing open world exploration game where you can wander through beautiful landscapes, take photos of rare animals, breathtaking views, and pretty much anything that catches your eye. If you've been paying attention, you might have caught me saying open world. Yep, that's right, I'm currently working on an open world game alone. I know it sounds a bit crazy and maybe even destined to fail, but I've thought a lot about how I want to design this game and how I'm going to approach its open world aspect without sacrificing the joy it's meant to deliver, or let's be real, my own sanity. In this video I'm going to share with you how I plan to make this open world not just possible, but meaningful and immersive. Let's get into it. What do I mean by open world? First off, let's define what I mean by open world. Broadly speaking, there are two main types of open world designs in games today. The first is what I'd call a huge closed world. This is the style you see in most modern AAA games like Assassin's Creed. These worlds are massive and give the illusion of complete freedom, but they're actually limited by natural barriers like mountains you can't climb or oceans you can't cross. While these worlds feel open, they are still essentially closed off, with the boundaries cleverly hidden in the natural landscape. The second type is procedurally generated worlds. A good example of this is Minecraft. In this style, the world is infinite because the computer keeps generating terrain as you move. You can walk endlessly in any direction without hitting a wall. While this offers true freedom, the trade-off is that the terrain can sometimes feel repetitive, with fewer unique environments compared to handcrafted worlds. Now, where does Picture World fit into all of this? My main goal is to create an experience that feels as immersive as possible. I want players to lose themselves in the beauty of the game world. But to achieve that, I need to balance the sense of freedom with the need for meaningful, engaging content. That's why I'm avoiding a fully procedurally generated world. While infinite terrain sounds cool, I worry that it would become repetitive or boring, especially since I'm a solo developer with limited resources. Instead, I'm aiming for a smaller, handcrafted world that feels big enough to explore, but dense with exciting and diverse content. However, I also don't want to ruin the immersion by setting up artificial barriers. Nothing kills the vibe of an open world game faster than running into an invisible wall or realizing you can't climb that mountain in the distance. To avoid this, I've come up with a solution inspired by the real world. A round world design. The world of Picture World will be a round planet. This means players can move infinitely in any direction without encountering any ugly, immersion-breaking barriers. If you keep walking far enough, you'll eventually loop back to where you started, just like on Earth. This design lets me create a world that feels boundless while still being manageable. It's not actually infinite, but because you can keep moving without interruption, it gives the illusion of infinite exploration. This way, I can focus on making every part of the world beautiful, intentional, and diverse, rather than spreading myself too thin over an endless map. Striking the right balance. Now don't get me wrong, the world of Picture World won't feel small. It will be big enough for players to spend hours exploring, discovering hidden areas, and taking photos of rare animals. But it will also be compact enough for me to design every inch with care. I want to make sure no two areas feel the same. From lush forests teeming with wildlife to serene meadows and secret caves, every part of the world will have its own unique vibe. I'm also considering adding subtle procedural generation for things like plant placement or animal spawns, just to add a layer of unpredictability without losing the handcrafted feel. After the positive reception of my first devlog, I'm more motivated than ever to bring Picture World to life. I know creating an open world game as a solo developer is a big challenge, but I truly believe this approach is achievable and worth it. I'm excited to keep sharing my progress, and as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have any suggestions or ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on my journey. I promise it'll be worth it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next devlog. Bye!